when I graduated college and started to go all in on social media content around building a page for my basketball training, just showcasing, how I'm training other players. I had people come up to me and they were like, "Hey, like, do you feel like your life just revolves around basketball?" And I really sat there and thought about it. I was like, yeah, like maybe all I do is basketball. But it's taken me, some months to realize that, wait, I love this game. Like, I absolutely love it, and I'm just getting started with it. Even though I've spent the last 8 years of my life completely dedicated to the craft, I feel like that I have so much more to learn, to experience as a mentor now, working with a lot of other people who count on me to deliver for them, to develop and to refine our methodology, our ways that we're teaching the game to them. And I feel like, what's there not to love about it? This game is evolving. It's something that's always going to be around. AI can't replace this game. AI can't get on the court. But this is what I love to do personally, which is why I built my brand around it. I didn't have to fake a thing. I went from 0 to 32K in 1 year on Instagram. I went from 0 clients. Actually, I had a couple when I was playing college basketball, to now working with over 50 athletes all over the world. I'm working with athletes in Sweden, in Australia, in Asia, in South America, in Canada, and of course, all across the United States. And I consider that the purest blessing that I've ever received. And I had to work for it. I built the brand to do that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you really love this game, then there's nothing to be ashamed of. Keep the main thing the main thing. There's so many opportunities in this game to build a brand around your image, to go play in other leagues, overseas opportunities, social media leagues, one-on-one leagues, pro-ams, adult leagues. There's so many opportunities for you to build something with this. It doesn't have to end just after high school or after college. There's so many ways you could still be involved. And I think a lot of players think that, like, oh man, I gotta go get a job, put the ball down, right? But if you really love this, then why not continue to train and to hone your craft and to learn more about the game and to study it? Because if this is not for everybody, this is for those who are like pure hoop heads. Like, not just the ones who just are watching TikTok edits and highlights of LeBron all the time, but those who want to understand, how are the best players coming off these pick and rolls and making the right decision every single time? Or how are the best defenders in the game consistently recovering after getting beat off the first step? Like, we can talk these little nuances and wrinkles of the game. Or like, what are the best actions that most of the teams are running now? How do coaches come up with these counters and they fit it within their offensive systems? How are they teaching it and conveying that to their players? How are they drilling that in practice to make it a habit? There's a lot of ways that you can look at the game for what it is, and it's not really taught like this in America at a younger level. So you have to go elsewhere. You should be focusing on development more than anything else. Like, develop. We all need to develop. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you love this game, treat it like so. Spend your time, spend your energy thinking about it. Become obsessed with it. Because when we're out on that court, there's no time to think. We're not thinking about anything. It's all just a matter of our energy, of our presence, of our awareness, of our subconscious mind, picking up on the little habits and ways that we're talking to ourselves and perceiving the information in the game. There's so much that comes with it. And when we're on the court, all we can do is be present and move on to the next play and not get stuck in the past. And I think when we are able to approach the game like that, we're able to study it, then we're completely at home, because we know that even if we're making mistakes, that we're going to find ways to learn and to grow from this. Because you never lose in this game unless you quit. There's always going to be another opportunity. There's always going to be another door for you to walk through. And yeah, there's never going to be another game like playing in March Madness. Those opportunities are not promised, right? But when you give it your all, you empty the energy clip in that moment, then you can live with the result. Because you did your best to prepare, to study the other team's tendencies, and to give it your all in the heat of the battle. And yeah, you might have some regrets. Yeah, you might be like, oh man, I wish I could have made that shot. But you put in the reps to have the confidence to take the shot in the next place. So the next time you're in a situation like that, whether you're playing in a game in Albania, you're gonna step up and knock it down because this is what you want to do. So that's what I see about it. And some people might call this corny, some people might call this delusional. Cool, be delusional. I'm delusional, man. I built a brand off of just my experience as a walk-on at the University of San Francisco. Look up Jake CO on ESPN profile. Look at my statistics, okay? I don't cap about anything. I was a walk-on. I played in less than 10 games. I probably scored less than 10 points in my career. And I lived in the gym during my time there. And I showed up to every single game bringing energy. I showed up to practice the most energized, talking to my teammates, listening to the coaches, hustling and sprinting to every single action. And I can say with a clean heart that I never took a day for granted walking into that gym, into War Memorial Gymnasium. Not just because it was at USF, I love that, but anywhere given the opportunity to put on a Division I college jersey, I would have done it. And I would have done it proudly, no matter if I was the one playing or not, right? Because if I wasn't playing, let me look at who's above me. Who's above me in the depth chart? What are they doing well? What am I able to learn from them? And yeah, I never had my time in college, but if you saw my growth from when I walked onto campus to where I left, I was a completely different player, a completely different person. And you can ask my coaches, ask anybody about this, but I'm here to tell you that I lived in that gym religiously. Mornings, late nights, middle of the day, whenever it was. I was running 3 a day, like no problem. And I was able to do this because I had a group of brothers with me who, like, we're always down to get in the gym. Yeah, there were a lot of solo nights. Absolutely, there were a lot of solo nights. There were also a lot of times where me and a couple of my boys were treating our one-on-one games like game sevens. And we wouldn't talk to each other for the rest of the night because that's how competitive it got. But when you're truly about your craft and about your art and about just getting better and improving and progressing and not getting stuck in the past on what could have been, but focus on creating what can be, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I would have done it. I would do it 10 times again. But I'm at a different place right now, and I'm so grateful that everything I learned in those moments has led me to this day. I'm coaching over 50 athletes. I have a coach that I'm teaching my methodology to. I have a brand on social media where if I post a video, 1,000 people are gonna see it within the first 30 minutes. Do you know how many 1,000 views are? Even if you want to get started with your content, do you know how many 100 people are to view your stuff? That could fill a whole gym. Don't let social media get it twisted. Like, you can have a very profound impact when you give out authentic value in game and actually help people. We don't have to front anything over here. We get results. And when you're results driven, data focused, learning from the analytics, progressing, adjusting your coaching style to each and every single individual person, you can do what you want with this. That's all I'm going to say.